Hey, welcome. It's Christy Key Rollins here, bringing you day one of a 3-day destruction detox. Now, I am doing this recording live in my Facebook group, the Consciouspreneur Club. If you're watching this in replay somewhere other than the Consciouspreneur Club, definitely come check us out. You can find us at bit.ly Conscious Success, and it will pop you right into a supportive community with this kind of conversation is an ongoing thing. So I'm going to give just a couple minutes. I'm going to invite a few of our group members to join me here live for this recording, and then I will dive into day one's training. And as you are coming on, you can just say hello. All right. Hey, if you're joining live, just say hello. Hey, Erica, welcome to the party. So glad that you're here. I am just going to get us started. Hopefully there'll be some more. Oh, I see people popping up left and right. So as you come in, just say hello so that I know that you're here. And I am going to do the training first. And since we do have some people live, we'll switch over for a little Q&A. So as I am talking, feel free to go ahead, utilize the chat comment boxes. Hey, Joanne, welcome, welcome. Thanks for all the love, ladies. Love seeing those hearts flying everywhere. I don't even know how that happens, but I love to see it whenever it does happen. So welcome, come on in, come on in. Today and for the next 3 days. Why 3 days? Because hello, we're talking about distractions and who can stay focused for more than 3 days. I mean, come on now. I have a 21-day money power shift. It will blow your mind, but the chances that you get past day 3 are pretty dang slim because we get distracted. And I think that distractions are, I'm just going to say it, it's the top thing that is knocking amazing, passive, compassionate, heart-centered entrepreneurs out of the game, especially those of us who are juggling more than one ball, especially for us that have a family and other commitments or maybe small children at home like I have. So there's plenty of things in life to get us distracted out here in this outer world, but that's not the only distraction that's happening, right, y'all? What about in here? What about the fearful thinking? What about your own distractions? And what about the distractions that happen on their own without even your influence, without even you consciously thinking about, oh yeah, I need to be worrying about this right now, right? Distractions are real. I have heard things from social media. Hello, huge, humongous distraction. Thank you for being here, social media. Love you, because I can do really cool stuff like this, but you can be a major distraction. So social media, our phones, any of that connection to the internet in that online world and the other beautiful virtual people that are out there in our lives. I've heard television. I definitely heard family, finances, all of this stuff. To-do list. Hello, how can you do anything without a to-do list? And then your to-do list is distracting. Maybe your home to-do list is distracting you from your work. Maybe your work to-do list is distracting you from your home. Maybe the fact that you just have that to-do list staring you in the face is distracting you from getting anything done, because as soon as you see it, bam, this thing goes crazy and you start to be distracted with your own thoughts. And then all of your energy, all of your focus is going in a direction that is not towards accomplishing what your heart desires most. So for the next 3 days, I'm going to bring a fresh perspective on distractions. Yes, a fresh perspective on distractions. Can't promise I'm going to say everything right the first time around, but we'll get through it together. And I'm going to give you some insights. I'm going to give you some clarity. I'm going to help you to make some connections that you may not be making, that I'm guessing you're not making when it comes to distractions, because for the longest time, I was not making these connections. And when I started to connect the dots, everything started to shift into a new direction. So much so that I can stand unwavering despite the biggest upheavals that happen in my life. So did my family go away? No. Did all my financial problems get solved? No. Did all the distractions that were keeping me tripped up earlier on in my game, did they all just go away? No, they did not. What changed was myself, how I viewed my distractions, how I viewed myself amongst my distractions. And I learned a different approach that allowed me to set aside distractions, to not get caught up in them, and to relax into them. How's all this sounding to you? Erica says, I know we are talking about distractions today, but I have a huge question on another topic. Okay, so I'm going to pin your question, Erica, just so we can stay on topic for this particular training, and then I will address it afterwards. So if you're interested in finding out more on how do you deal with the ability to sense the warning, warning, danger, Will Robinson signal happening inside of you when you see a good friend investing in a false program. Ooh, what a great juicy topic. It's been on my mind a lot lately. Okay. So that's a great example, Erica. I mean, the fact that you showed up here to talk about distractions and then you still have this weighing on your mind, that is a perfect example, especially for us big feeling, super compassionate, super duper empathic entrepreneurs and mission movers. I just made that one up, right? So this is exactly what I'm talking about. We care so much. We are just kind of flagged to be distracted. It's so easy for us. We care so much. So where do we begin? Well, first off, I'm going to give you a really great process over these next 3 days that you can use for distractions and for anything that you have going on in your life. Hey, Carlene, welcome, babe. So glad you're here for the journey. I got the comments going, so feel free to chat in. Let me know anything that's coming up for you. Okay, so Eric says exactly. That's the thing. We wake up in the morning and we're like, this is what I'm going to do today, until 16 other things come up and take us off course, right? Okay, so what I want to share with you, again, you can use this with distractions, you can use this with anything. This is a repeatable process. Anybody who's new to my work, I love repeatable processes because that's all that this game of life is, one big old repeatable process. So here's the repeatable process that you can use, or the first step, because we got 3 days of this conversation going on. The first step is awareness. Now, I don't care where you're journeying to. I don't care what your end destination is. The very first step that's going to get you going on that journey is awareness. You got to be aware of where you want to be, and you got to be aware of where you are. Nothing happens without awareness first. You don't sign up for that marketing course until you have awareness that maybe you could use some more training on marketing. You don't take action towards getting dinner until you have some awareness around what your body's telling you or what time of day it is. Get where I'm going? Awareness is always the first step, and the journey to overcoming distractions is no different. So today, day 1, also if you're new to my trainings, I like to keep them super simple, super concise, super digestible. So this should be great for you. And bam, I got a bonus for you too. I got a download. I'll post the link here in the comments. So if you come across this recording, just look in the comments below. I'll make sure that there is a link to download a little reflective guide so that you can put pen to paper and get into some action around these steps. So day 1 is awareness. Become aware. Where do you want to go? Where is it that you're currently? What resources do you think that you need in order to get to where you're going? And this is where the juicy stuff starts to happen. Start to raise your awareness around what you have in each of those areas that you just said, I need more of, so that you can see what it is that you already have in place. Because this is the sneaky little thing about distractions. Hey, Galia, welcome. The sneaky little thing about distractions is that they don't always let you know whenever they're happening. Yeah. They will partner up with your ego, your personality, your physical self, the one who is experiencing this physical world, right? And distractions will conspire with your physical egoic self to get you distracted. And it will seem legit, people. Like, for real, there's no money in the bank account. For real, your spouse is upset with you. For real, your kid's having a meltdown. These are for real things that are going on. So for us positive, high vibe, gotta feel good, gotta stay aligned people, it's very important to realize that no amount of positivity is gonna make these distractions go away. And also, these distractions aren't happening because you've done something wrong. They're happening to bring your awareness to what's going on. So let's rewind. A year or more ago, more than a year ago. I like to feel like I don't age and no time passes, but it just keeps on happening. So a couple years back in my journey, I was like, I just need more time. I don't have enough time. I'm a mom now. I've got a business to run. I got meals to cook. I got a house to clean. I got a husband to take care of. Got a child to take care of. I've got all this stuff going on and I don't have enough time. I need more time if I only had more time. And then I applied this very first step that we're talking about today, awareness, right? I was aware that if I had more time, or I was aware that my ego believed that if I had more time, then I could get it done. Does this sound familiar? If I had more time, if I had more money, if I had more help, if I had more resources, if I had more knowledge, if I had more wisdom, if I had more gurus, if I had more yogurt, I don't care. Whatever that thing is that you think that you need more of in order to have whatever you want, bring your awareness to that. I thought I needed more time. And then I got really interested and curious. And again, if you're new to my teachings, you might not know this about me. I have this insatiable curiosity whenever I find a that's curious in my life. It's curious that I feel like I need more time. Let me start to pay attention to the time that I have, and let me start to pay attention to what I am doing in that time. And what I found is that I had time. I had time in the evening when I was watching TV. I had time during the day when I had help with my daughter. I had time. But what was I doing during that time? I was getting distracted. I would sit down to work and I would be distracted by whatever it is that I was hoping my work would lead me to, but I was afraid it wouldn't happen. So I was distracted by the what if of the opposite of what I wanted. So no amount of time would have alleviated that distraction for me. That would have just given me more time to sit still and do nothing and to think about how I needed more of something else before I could get it done. So do you see how powerful this step one is? Awareness. So start there today. I don't care where you're at on this like distraction diagram. I don't know. I like things to rhyme or to be illiterate of whatever it is. So wherever you fall on this distraction spectrum, as much as you would like to clear out all those distractions and just kick them to the curb, we're going to talk more about that tomorrow and the next day. But it all starts with awareness. So step one, become aware. Where is it that you want to be? Where is it that you're at now? What is it that you think you need in order to get there? And what do you have going on right now in those same areas? Stop right now. Go ahead and you can watch till the end of the video. But after the video, once we conclude, download the action guide, put pen to paper, start to do this work. You can do it up here, sure, but chances are you're going to get distracted. But if you write it down, then you have it more concrete. You're bringing it into this physical world. It's making it more solid. And I want to know for you that are live here on the call, I know there's still a few people here live. I would just love to know. Erica says more chocolate. She needs more chocolate. More chocolate is the answer to everything, right? Maybe not, but yeah, you make a really good point. I mean, we're not even aware. We're aware of some of the distractions. We're aware of that rent that's due, that mortgage payment that's coming up. We're aware of that depleted bank account. We're aware of what the scale says. We're aware of what our spouse says. We're aware of what our kids want. We're aware of all this stuff, but we got to start becoming aware inside of us. And when we start to quiet down and listen, we may grow some awareness that things like chocolate and big hoagie rolls and huge plates of pasta and copious amounts of alcohol, while they might alleviate something that's happening in the moment and be a beautiful distraction while they're taking place, they actually can cause distraction down the road without us even knowing it. So you eat a big old plate of pasta on Monday night and you wonder why you're not motivated to send out those emails Wednesday afternoon. Let's see. Gilia says chocolate makes it better. More coffee, right? More coffee. If I had more coffee and more chocolate, we could be unstoppable, right? Carlene says planning, especially long-term planning, will help me weed out distractions if they do not fit into my visions. That is great. See, this is the thing, Carlene. This is what I ran into. It's not that y'all don't know what to do. It's just we're not doing it. That's what's interesting. It's not that we don't know what we need to do. We need to plan ahead. We need to budget. We need to have clear communications and be more patient and understanding with our kids and spouses. We know this, but in the moment, we're like, dude, will you just get off my back? I've got enough going on inside my mind. I got enough happening around me. Or let me just wash these dishes real quick or start this load of laundry and then I'll send out that email. Then I'll finish my taxes, right? I spent 2 beautiful weeks being distracted from doing my taxes. We had 2 weeks to get them done. This is in my world. In my world, I only get 2 weeks. Everybody else's world, you guys get months, maybe even a full year to prepare for your taxes. Not me. In my world, the countdown starts 2 weeks before they're due. I don't know why. It's just the way that I operate. I don't know if anybody else is out there like that. But for 2 weeks, I found tons of distractions to keep me from doing my taxes. My husband's home for the weekend. It's the only time I get to see him. So I'm going to hang out with him. I still got another 11 days to get them done. Right? And all the while I'm caught up in the distraction, well, I know what was happening inside of me, but what happens inside of you whenever you're caught up in those distractions, right? Carlene says, LOL, you're in my world as well. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Erica says, no alcohol, maybe a glass of wine with the chocolate, but really I need to find some adaptive tools to help get me organized. Yes, tools are great. Tools are great, but there's distractions to get us to implement it, even though we're super committed, even though we're going to do this every day for the next 30 days or the next 3 weeks or the next 5 days. Heck, let's take this challenge. Let's take this detox. I'm going to do this for the next 3 days. Yay, I'm going to ditch distractions finally. Woohoo! Oh, I just got a Facebook notification. Oh, who just replied back to my email? Oh, what just happened in the other room? Is it just me, y'all? I know it's not just me. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the conversation for today. Thanks for being here live. And I want to know, what are your major distractions? What is it that's in your way? What do you feel like you need more of? And then start to pay attention for the next 24 hours until we bring the next live training. Start to pay attention. What is it that you are doing? What is filling that space that you currently think you need more of? I'm sure Carlene can chime in on this because she's in the accounting world. How many people do you work with, Carlene, say, I need more money? And then as soon as you look to see how much money they have, they realize they're spending $80 a month at Starbucks and $70 a month on getting their nails done and, whatever other little expenses here and there, right? Do you really need more money? Do you really need more? You won't know until you take an honest look at what's happening in those areas. So take a look. What is happening? If you think you need more time, when you do have time, what are you doing with that time? When you do have money, what are you doing with that money? When you do have whatever it is that you think you need more of, what do you do with it? What do you currently do with it? Take that reflection, give me some feedback, and I'll meet you back here tomorrow for the second step. Tomorrow, it's getting real, just so you know. If you didn't find today challenging, probably not challenging. Tomorrow, I got a huge challenge for you, and I cannot wait to see how many of you take me up on it because it will probably rock your world. All right, meet me back here tomorrow. Thanks, y'all, for being here live. And yeah, Carlene says quite a few. Yep. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow. Let me know, how's this distraction detox? Oh, and I will post in the comments the download for you. All right, see you tomorrow.